Well, Preston, I am at the Rural Retreat Emergency Services Command Center. This is where federal, state, and local agencies have been working for the last 16 days in search of Benjamin Shook and Haley Wilson. This is what we know. A tip came in to 911 Smith County Sheriff's Department this morning at around 5 o'clock this morning. A person living in a trailer park in Atkins, Virginia, called to say that Benjamin Shook and Haley Wilson were in their trailer. Deputies were nearby, so within minutes they were at that trailer. And when they walked in, the sheriff tells me Benjamin Shook stood up, held up his hands, and said, "You don't have to worry about me. I'm not going to run. I'm tired of running." So that is just what happened earlier today, this morning. But this is what we know. The Smith County Sheriff's Department, they arrested Benjamin Shook, and he is being held on charges of failing to register as a child sex offender. As you know, Shook served 10 years for abuses against children in Georgia. But when he came to Tennessee, he did not register as a sex offender. So more charges will likely be filed. He will be in federal court today to stand for those charges. But again, more charges will likely be filed as this investigation continues. That hearing is scheduled for 1:30 this afternoon. What we do know is that Shook met Haley Wilson online. In the last 16 days, the two have been on the run. Our understanding is that they have residents, not knowing that this was Shook and Wilson, handed them food, gave them food that helped them survive. They also allegedly broke into some buildings in some rural areas in search of supplies. I will, of course, have the very latest on the investigation and what led to today's development that the search is over for Haley Wilson. She has been reunited with her family, and Benjamin Shook is now in custody. The sheriff tells me he is glad that this predator is back behind bars. I'm Samantha Cozy reporting live from Rural Retreat. Back to you, Preston.
All right, thank you.